Okay. Oh, what the hell is this?
Oh my god. Is that a Hornet?
Yep.
Ugh.
We're not opening the windows. Look. So, hello and welcome back to another episode of Just Drive.
Yes.
Special one, different.
Yes, something different. We've not got a review.
This is a comparison.
Yes.
Okay.
So, more seriously, what we're doing today is we're doing a comparison. But not between two vehicles, between two types of vehicles.
Exactly. An
Today
MPV
we've got, yep.
and
This is,
an SUV.
yes.
This is the MPV.
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna do something to it called the Piker test.
Okay,
Which is something I
that
totally
Ahmed has
came up with.
literally just come up with.
So Piker stands for people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Items.
Items. Comfort. Comfort or what?
I don't know. You were the one who came up with
No,
Piker.
no, no.
It was people, items. Usability.
See, that's why you go with an acronym.
No, you don't go with an acronym. It's just
People, items. There's something with a C.
No, it's. I told you it would be too confusing.
No.
People. Right. Hang on. Be quiet. People, items.
Usability, dailying, and there is the C one.
Usability.
Carrying. Is it?
No. You and your bloody Pikerd. God damn it, Ahmed. People, items.
Convenience.
People, items.
This can go on for a very long time, just letting you know.
Okay, so after
we
a 30-minute argument,
So we figured out what the C in Piker means. People, items, capabilities, usabilities, and daily.
yes.
Okay.
So we'll start with people.
Yes.
Okay. Now, an MPV, the multi
People vehicle?
purpose vehicle. Oh my god, I'm so stressed. The multi-purpose people vehicle. The thing I said earlier. Multi-purpose vehicle. That's well known for the amount of people it can carry. This specific model that we're in, which we have reviewed, please check it out on our channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Down below.
Can carry up to 8 people comfortably. That's nobody on laps, that's nobody on the floor, that's 8 seated adults.
Yes.
Okay. Now you're gonna have more room at the front and less as you go back. Okay? I would say the most room is actually in the middle row. So you can have 3 of the tallest people, the largest people,
Yes.
in the middle.
Exactly.
So the SUV that we've got is the Terramount. Another video, another vehicle that we have a full review on,
Exactly.
available on our channel.
So when we go to the Terramount, we'll compare this to that.
yes.
Now,
But for now, because we'll also just basically say the same thing. So to start, we can say that we know the amounts of people it can carry, the MPV wins. And most of them are like this, they can hold more people. But can they do it comfortably? Personally, I would rather do a long haul drive in the SUV. Simply because that model, the Terramount, does have more space. But that doesn't mean that all SUVs, such as perhaps the Range Rover Sport, the Q7, the Cane, are going to be as spacious as that. So I would say that for comfortable carrying 8 people, the MPV seems to win. I don't know, how about you?
unless you have one of the big SUVs, like for
Yes.
example the
Q8.
Ford Expedition. Even the Ford Expedition is big. You have the, the GMC,
Yes.
the Yukon. You have the Chevrolet Tahoe with the X-Large version of those.
Yes.
That's gonna carry a lot more people.
7 people, yes.
Exactly.
However, this is 8. I've never seen an SUV capable of 8, carrying 8 people. Now, you can comment down below because I'm probably wrong, but I personally, at the top of my head, can't think of an 8.
Okay. People SUV.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's people.
So I
is items.
Items, yes.
The next thing is items, and they're Piker.
So, how many items can you fit in the back of your car? What do you reckon? Who do you think can get more, the SUV or the MPV?
Honestly, I think the MPV will probably get more, just because you can fold the seats in a way that, as you've seen in the Pacifica, you can literally fold the seats away. They're not there anymore.
Yes.
And something you cannot do in the SUV.
Yes. No, with the SUV you can only fold them down. Yes, you've got a flat back, no bumps or anything like that you've got to load over, but it's not completely away. With the MPV, it turns more into a van. So for that purposes, and because it is at the end of the day a minivan,
Exactly.
and vans are used for transportation and things like that, so I'm gonna have to give that one to the minivan.
So it's 2 for the minivan and 1 for the SUV.
So
now the next thing is capabilities.
okay, now off the top of the bat, I'm just going to give this one to the SUV. The SUV is a sports utilitarian vehicle. Because it's got a higher ride height, it can afford to go further off-road, it can go deeper into water, and it can do more in terms of where you can take the car. It's got a larger ground clearance, which means you can take it further off-road and further up hills and up mountains than you could ever take this vehicle. On top of the fact that it can also carry 7 people comfortably with space in the boot, and yes, as well, it does cuddle down, but this comes to the whole argument of items it can carry.
Yes.
I do believe that the SUV is far more capable in terms of what it can do than what an MPV can. So I'm going to have to give that one to the SUV. How about you?
I couldn't agree more, actually. It's the same thought as you.
Yes.
The SUV will win in this one because of its utility. It's basically not the utility, sorry, the capabilities of the car.
Yes.
You can go to, I would say, different places, to more challenging terrains. If you have, you know, sand, if you have gravel, if you have whatever obstacle you have, you'll be able to cross it over with the SUV.
So what's next?
Next we have the U.
Yes.
Usability.
Now, this goes back to, you know, this includes all 3 things we just talked about. What is the more usable car?
From a personal perspective, I think that would
Yes.
be.
I mean,
because
at
we
the end
cannot
of the
decide.
day,
Yeah.
it's got to be what you think. It's
Exactly.
a personal opinion. Why don't you go first, and I'll continue.
For me, honestly, like, because I look at it from a perspective that I have like 3 or 4 people that I want to carry at any given point in time. 5 maximum. Okay, if I'm carrying this amount of people, they will have, let's say, their own luggage or their own, you know, shopping or groceries, and just because of that added edge that an SUV rides higher, okay, it can take me more places than, let's say, an MPV. And personally, I think SUVs look better design-wise.
Yes.
From the look of it, I would go with an SUV. So my purpose, the usability of myself, I would go with an SUV.
Now, as much as I do agree with you, and personally I would also go with an SUV, it's got to be said that it is a matter of personal opinion. Some people feel that an MPV simply looks better.
Exactly.
It's also the safety features that I prefer of an SUV.
Yeah, you have the longer bonnet, which basically will take an impact, you know,
Yes.
better than MPV, where you have the bonnet that's literally small and you're right in front of it.
Yes.
But still, again, it all goes down to the personal preference. Yes, both cars are safe, don't get me wrong. With the safety that we have, you know, at this day and age of all the regulations and everything, both cars are safe. But it's just the personal preference when you see this longer bonnet, the, you know, it's an added
the fact
extra
that it's
for
a
me.
higher
Exactly.
car, so
If
you
I
know
hit
the
a curb, I
crumple
will
zones.
go over the curb instead of, you know.
And you're going to feel safer because your loved ones are in a more safer position.
But the MPV is safe. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's
MPV is safe because it's carrying a lot of people.
Yeah.
And there are strict regulations to make them safe.
Obviously.
So both of them are safe. But as personally, I feel that I would go with an SUV. That's just me and that's just you.
Yes.
So the last thing in the pie kit, which is the dailying.
Yes.
Which one would you prefer dailying, and which one do we think is a better dailier?
So I'm going to have to go with the SUV on this one.
Again. Okay.
So I truly believe that an SUV is a better daily simply because, you know, if there was the odd chance that I'd have to go somewhere that I wouldn't be able to go on a in an MPV, I know that I can on an SUV. There are not just places I can go, but there are things I can do because I can go into these different places.
Exactly.
I know that both can carry, let's say both have this 5 or 7 seats, because that's the average. 5 tends to be, you know, that's 2 people and a full family of 3. I mean, worldwide average now is what, 2.3 kids.
You have a third of a kid somewhere.
Yeah, a third of the kids. So that's what that small middle seat is for the third, you know, like whether you choose the leg, the head, an arm, that's what you're getting. So an SUV is honestly, for me, enough.
For me as well. I would think daily, I would rather daily an SUV than daily you know, an MPV. But this is just us.
And at the end of the day, it comes down to features as well, and that's just how you spec your own car or how you buy it.
Exactly.
When it comes to an SUV, I've always found that I prefer to drive them because the visibility of an SUV is always so much better. With an MPV, you're always going to have structural pillars that are going to get in the way a little here or a little there. But with an SUV, because you're basically so high up, you've got a full vantage point of everything.
Yes. So I think it all comes down to, like, yes, now the SUV has won 3-2.
Yeah.
But this is just from our perspective. Yes. Someone else might have a different perspective. And
definitely.
And this is why we leave it to you guys to, you know, let us know down in the comment below. Which one would you go with? An SUV or an MPV?
And why?
Why, exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will choose this or that, and some will choose neither of them. They would go with a saloon car.
Yes.
So each one will have their own reasoning. Each one will have his own thing. So I think for us, SUV is a clear winner. If you disagree or agree, let us know. And again, we thank Bahbahani Bahrain for this opportunity to experience both cars exactly, and be able to share with you this comparison, even though it says Piker, but you never know. It might be a trend and catch zone. Anyway.
Whatever it is, we thank both Nariman and Zach from the marketing department
for allowing us to do this comparison.
For a more full in-depth look at each car, please click down below or have a look on the channel. And
don't forget to pass by Volkswagen Bahrain and the Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Alfa Romeo and Ram dealership.
And if you're not in Bahrain, go visit your own dealership
and ask for a test drive. See which one fits you better. See which one will be the more suitable car for you and you feel comfortable in. With all of the options that you have in both of these cars, you can't go wrong.
Yes.
So make the better choice and
make the choice that's right for you.
Exactly. And thank you all for tuning in. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. There are more videos to come. Till next time, just drive.